Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it, y'all. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Scott about Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about hot topics, celebrity gossip, and all things reality TV based. But before we get into today's mess, let me tell you what I got coming up today. Okay, today. Be sure to tune in to Storm Monroe. Okay, I will be guest appearing on YouTube Unfiltered, which is a series on Storm Monroe's platform. Be sure to tune in today. I think it's at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central Time. So be sure to see myself, Scotty by Nature TV, on Storm Monroe's platform. We're going to get into some things. He asked me some good questions, and I had a great time. So just be sure to tune in. Scotty Gang, I need for y'all to be up in there, deep in that bitch. So go on over there, click on that notification bell so you can be notified when that video comes out, okay? So go ahead and tune into that, okay? So let's talk about what we got coming up this weekend, okay? Now, you guys already know Young, Fresh, and New airs every Saturday morning, and this week it will be featuring It's Me D, who is a YouTube vlogger that I know very well. So be sure to tune into that on Saturday morning. And then on Sunday morning, it is Who Was Wrong, featuring Yah Cortez, where we sit down and talk about the beef between CeCe and Evelyn, okay? So make sure y'all be on the lookout for both of those things this weekend, okay? Be sure to tune in. All right, so with that being said, y'all, we're about to go ahead and get into the mess, honey. We're about to go ahead and get into it. Now, first thing that we're going to talk about is this, what's this up here first? Let me make sure this is the right thing. Okay, so we're going to talk about Deion Sanders first. That's who we're going to talk about. Now, as you guys already know, Deion, he been everywhere, y'all. He been all over the news. Everybody got something to say about Deion Sanders. Y'all already know this is something that hits home for me because, you know, he left Jackson State as the coach. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, it's been an ongoing, you know, debate with everybody in the Jackson metro area. Everybody feels way about him leaving Jackson State, you know. There's been a lot of opinions about it. And a lot of people, it's very, to me, looking at all the opinions that I've seen on my Facebook, because, you know, most of the people that's on my Facebook are people that I know personally, people that I know from school, you know, people like that. And there's been a lot of split opinions about this situation. Some people feel like, you know, if he wanted to go out and get another coaching job, he could. I mean, there's nothing nobody could really say about it. You know, that's one thing that people were saying. And then another thing is, you know, some people feel like he sold out, you know, for the top dollar. He sold out on our HBCUs. And some people feels as though, you know, at the end of it all, it's not the fact that he went and got another job, it's when he decided to get another job, is what other people are saying. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get into this article, and I got it from the Shade Room. A lot of this stuff that we're talking about today, it would be coming from the Neighborhood Talk and the Shade Room. So let me go ahead and remove this overlay. Okay, so there we go. So it says, it looks like Coach Prime is officially heading to Colorado. The University of Colorado officially named Deion Sanders as head coach of their football program on Sunday. The news comes on the same weekend that Deion's Jackson State Tigers won their second consecutive Southwestern Athletic Conference title, making his 3-year record 27-5. There were a number of highly qualified and impressive candidates interested in becoming the next head football coach at Colorado, but none of them had the pedigree, the knowledge, and the ability to connect with student athletes like Deion Sanders. Okay, so that was the first thing. Now we're going to go back to the overlay because there's been, like I said, some opinions on this situation. So let me go back up because when I first looked this up, you know, there were people that had things to say, child. So let me move on up here so we can see some of the things that people have said in regards to Deion Sanders, because there's a lot of people that have been, you know, feeling away. So Deion Sanders also spoke out on Twitter, and this is what Deion Sanders had to say, child. Now, Deion said, change makes people get uncomfortable. Change is inevitable in every age and state of life, but it somehow, some way brings love but hate, joy but sorrow, life and death. There's a time and a season for every activity under the sun, the Bible declares. Change is inevitable. Hashtag Coach Brown, not Coach Brown, Coach Prime. Okay, so that was that right there. Okay, and I think there's more that we can touch on in regards to this particular story, y'all. Yeah, I can tell y'all I love y'all because I'm up at 12:14 in the morning doing this video. Now, here are some other things that was being said. So just listen to. Hold on, you guys. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, so let me take this overlay off and let's look at something that says it's an athletic director who admitted that they currently don't have the money for Deion Sanders' contract. We don't have the money yet, but I know that we'll have it. So let's listen to what he had to say.
How did you fast track the transfer routine, and how did you come up with enough money to get this guy?
Well, look, we don't have the money yet, but I know we'll have it. So I'm not worried about that piece. The support that we got from our regents, our presidents, and chancellors to be able to pay him what we think we needed to pay him, and his assistants to get him the kind of staff he needs. But I've said this before that this is the time for us to put all the chips in the center, and it's time for us to back out.
How did you fast?
Okay, so this is basically this is the person that's the athletic director basically saying that right about now, even though he going to y'all school to coach our team, y'all really ain't got the money for it. They ain't got all the money. Basically, the check ain't cleared, even though he done already left Jackson State. The check ain't really clear yet, so they said they ain't got the money right now. So then Shannon Sharp, who that's one uncle that I would, yeah. But anyway, Shannon Sharp spoke on Deion Sanders' role at the University of Colorado, and he responded to the backlash following his comment about attending the HBCU. So let's also get into what he had to say. Let's check that out, you guys. Let's get into it.
What I know now, even if I had the grades, Skip, and I know what I know now, I would still go to Savannah State. Yeah, because of the relationships that I have. One of my longest friends, Bucky McCormick, I met at Savannah State. The class of '86, me, Squirrel, Roughhouse, Big Daddy, Dame, Skip. I can't get that nowhere else. No. So I'm glad I made that decision. Sure you are. But if HBCU wasn't my first choice, people. Okay. But my community, we got to stop feeling that somebody owes you something. No, he gave you 3 great years. He didn't promise you was going to be there like Coach Rob for 50 years or Coach W.C. Gordon at Jackson State. Be excited for us. He's one of us. Knowing what I know now, if I had.
I went to a HBCU, but only because I was Prop 48. It worked out great for me. Had I had the grades coming out of high school, I wouldn't have chosen an HBCU. Someone said, that's not the question. Yes or no? Do you think that Black institutions are a downgrade? Someone said, felt so bad that I had to transfer to Power 5 after my sophomore season. I stayed. You're dumb. I always knew that this is how he really felt about Savannah State. Then someone said, you didn't leave because Sterling told you not to. We saw the interview where he told you to be grateful HBCUs even gave you an opportunity. Shannon responded with, he told me I was going to SSU, and if I didn't like it after a year, I could leave. Someone said, Shannon, why can't the HBCU be the prize? It's like moving out of a Black neighborhood is always the progress. What other people are taught to see getting away from themselves, i.e. their neighborhoods, institutions, companies, as success besides Blacks. Let me see. Let me go back. He said he can for you and others. Might not be the prize for everyone. Why is that a problem? Then someone said, this tweet is painful. Damn, I've done lectures, events at a dozen HBCUs. I got my very first teaching certification at an HBCU. Always the most inquisitive, interesting students. Some of the best professors. I know Shannon wants to defend Deion, but this ain't it. And then Shannon said, nothing to defend. All I heard you say is what you achieved from an HBCU. What about time once for he and his family? Okay. let me make sure that's the end of this. Hold on, you guys. Let me make sure that's the end of this story so I can get my commentary and we can move on because we're spending the first 10 minutes of this talking about Deion Sanders. Okay, let me make sure, child. Come on, Shade Room. Let's move this thing up, honey. Hold on. Why they? Okay, there we go. There go the thing right there. Let me make sure there ain't nothing else up here. Because that's been a topic of discussion, child. Definitely been a topic of discussion. I think this is probably the last. Yeah, that's the last thing that I need to discuss in regards to this. Okay, yeah, that's it. Because the very next story is right here. Okay, I think that's it. So, my opinion on this situation is this right here. I don't think that people are upset with him because he decided to leave Jackson State. I think that people are missing the big picture. It's the way that he did it. Most people felt like he should have just waited until after the championship or whatever this is, because I don't know shit about football. Whatever they're doing, he could have waited till after it was over with and then announced that he was leaving. You feel what I'm saying? But my thing about it is, what I don't understand, and this has always been the thing as well, because I understand why Shannon Sharp is getting all of that backlash for what he said about HBCUs. People do look at HBCUs as a downgrade. People do look at HBCUs like they not shit. People do turn their nose up at HBCUs. That is a fact. I remember being in college, and I was in a community college at the time, and I tried to go to Jackson State. Because like I said, I really never wanted to go to college, but I went because I wanted to make my mother proud. So I went to college, and I was trying to go to Jackson State outside. Trying to leave the community college to go to Jackson State. And I remember I had friends that went to Jackson State. Went to the community college with me, and we were all trying to transfer and get the fuck out of there. So they didn't go to a HBCU. They went to a PWI. They went to Mississippi College, and I remember there was some people, posting their grades. They had made the dean's list and stuff like that. Happily posting their grades on social media. And she was like, that ain't nothing. You went to Jackson State. That ain't really nothing to brag about. I can understand if you went to a school like MC, but you went to Jackson State. Posting your grades from Jackson State really don't mean nothing. That don't mean you smart. And it's like they do try to put down, you know what I'm saying, our black schools and shit like that, and I think it's very unfortunate because it's like, why you got to downgrade what we built as a people? Why do you have to tear down what the fuck we built already? You feel what I'm saying? Those schools were designed for us. There was a time where PWIs didn't even want us at their fucking schools. And at this particular point in my life, I feel like they still don't want our black people at their schools. They want the black athletes there to make them look good, but they don't want them there. Ole Miss was one of the schools that turned people around, and we couldn't even go to that school at first. So, I've always, because there was a time where I myself wanted to go to a PWI. I wanted to go to the University of Southern Mississippi. That's where I wanted to go. And my mother told me, I'm not paying for you to go there. So that's really the main reason why I went to a community college. You know what I mean? Because I remember we used to go our senior year in high school. We went on those field trips to to different colleges, and the trip that I went on was to Southern Miss. And that's when I saw it. I fell in love with the campus. So I wanted to go. You know what I mean? But my mom said, I'm not paying no money for you to go to no PWI. That ain't finna happen. So I never went. But when I was in the community college, I was like, you know what? I want to go to Jackson State. That's what my culture is. That's where I need to be. But I'm going to say this. I'm not going to sit up here and make it seem like he's wrong for wanting to move on, because like I said, nothing is never promised to us. You know what I mean? And he did give us 3 years. You know what I mean? He did give Jackson State 3 years. He put them in a great position, and hopefully somebody can keep up with the momentum that he did bring to the school. So I ain't gonna hold him for that, because anybody would have done it. But it's just, I feel like it's just the way you do things. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's the way you do it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. But we also shouldn't put so much faith on one person because things change. Things change just like the seasons. It ain't gonna always be hot and it ain't always gonna be cold. It's going to change. And the sun ain't gonna always be out. It's gonna rain and it's gonna pour down sometime. That's the way that I look at it. So I mean, Deion Sanders went to my barbershop and he don't live too far from me. So go figure. So do what you do, Deion. So we're gonna move on to the next story. And that is this baby clump looking motherfucker here, DJ Akademiks. He go on some most stupid shit. Now, if you guys saw the interview that Ashanti did with the Breakfast Club, she was talking about how there was people in the studio. It was a producer when she was working with somebody on the album. They had did a couple of songs and he wanted them to take a shower together in order for her to get the track. Now, this motherfucker right here, DJ Akademiks, says that he thinks that Ashanti should reveal the name of the producer who asked to take a shower with her because it could bring awareness for other women who work with him. Child, let's listen to what he had to say. Let's get into it. Y'all know I can't stand this motherfucker here. Let me take this overlay off and we about to go ahead and get into it. Let's get into it, y'all.
Here's my problem with her saying this. I wish you revealed the name. It's like when Lotto said this. Lotto's like, yeah, was trying to. He told me he wanted to. What did Lotto say? And then everybody thought it was Kodak. Is like, yo, Ashanti. You've been in the industry for 20 years now. Just say the name. Just say the fucking name. You know what I mean? Because I don't think you do any service to any other woman who might work with later. Right? They're probably over there sucking for a beat. And then the beat turn out to be nothing. If some shit that happened and you're trying to speak about it on an interview for awareness, why not just say the name? Here's my problem with her saying this. I wish you revealed the name. It's like when Lotto said this. Lotto's like, yeah, was trying to. He told me what.
Producer. I think I might have talked about this once. One producer, like we did two records together. He was like, okay, I'm not gonna charge you. You my homie, whatever. And then when it came time to put on the album, he was like, well, let's take a shower together. And I thought he was joking. Like I thought he was joking. And then he's like, nah, I'm dead serious. Like, let's go out and let's take a shower together and I get the records. I need 40 racks.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, again, I thought he was joking. Because we have been working with each other for like, producer. I think I might have talked about this once. One producer, like.
Okay, so that was Ashanti and DJ Akademiks, and this is what I got to say about it. DJ Akademiks, why don't you just shut what we call the fuck up? Nobody asked you for your damn opinion. That's number one. Number two, you're saying that you feel like she should tell y'all who the producer is, and that'll help another woman. And wrong, because guess what? The moment she tell y'all who this motherfucker is, y'all gonna swear up and down that this woman is lying. Anytime a woman speaks on something that actually happened to her, y'all gonna flat out question her story, say she lying, all this other shit. Y'all know y'all are. Especially you one of the main ones that's gonna say it. Let's be for real. You sit up here and you dog Megan Thee Stallion out every chance you fucking get about Tory, a nigga you acting like you sucking his dick. So it's like, girl, boy, shut the fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just shut up, because nobody asked you anything. No one really cares about what the fuck you talking about, like, at all. No one gives a fuck about what you're talking about. When will you realize that your opinions on women is opinions that no one gives a fuck? You are a damn bitch. That's what you are, and that's what I'm gonna need for you to fucking understand and fucking realize. No one cares about you or what the fuck you think or what the fuck your fucking opinion just might be. No one gives a fuck. I'm gonna need for you to realize that and understand that no one gives a fuck about what you're talking about. No one gives a fuck about what you're talking about. You always speaking on something. She ain't got to say no names for y'all. She knew not to say the name. Because if it was a famous producer, someone that all of y'all like, y'all would straight up say that woman lying and that she need to stop lying and all this other shit. Y'all will swell up and down that she lying. She did the right thing by not telling you shit. She don't owe you shit. She ain't got to tell you shit. She ain't got to do none of that. I'm with Ashanti on that 100%. She don't owe you shit. She don't owe you no explanations for anything. She ain't got to tell you shit. I don't understand who the fuck some of y'all men think y'all are, thinking that somebody's supposed to tell y'all whatever the fuck y'all want them to tell them. She ain't got to tell you shit. Who the fuck are you? For y'all to sit up there and try to deny and say she lying and all this other crazy bullshit that y'all would do. Get the fuck out of here. She ain't got to tell your ass motherfucking thing. She ain't got to tell you shit. Nothing. I'm glad she didn't. Tell me something. Lotto didn't say nothing. And she said a nigga was trying to bang her. And people thought it was Kodak Black and yada yada. Don't nobody give a fuck. I don't care who they thought it was. She said what the fuck she said. It's a story for a reason. Everybody ain't got to know who the fuck she talking about. Everybody don't have to know who the fuck she talking about. Why the fuck you want to know the name so bad? So you can tell her she lying about it like you doing Meg right now. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut the fuck up. Period. Period. It's just that fucking simple. Just shut what we call the fuck up. Okay? Shut up. No one cares about you and what the fuck your piglet looking ass got to say. You always run your mouth. You got all this mouth for women and what the fuck a woman is supposed to do. You a woman yourself. Have you changed the tampon? You probably didn't because you're nasty. You look like you slob out the mouth. Go like, y'all know how I feel about him. Y'all already know. I don't like that nigga. I want to fight him so bad. I really want around with that piglet looking ass bitch. I can't stand him. He always got something to say. Seriously. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next story because I'll be on him all day. We finna go into Summer Walker's baby daddy, okay? And that's London on the Track. Now, we already know that he was in the news because his baby mama brought up some stuff about his child. And you know, she was, you know, insinuating a lot of stuff because we talked about this a couple of weeks ago and I wasn't with it. I damn sure wasn't with it. I didn't appreciate what she did or what she said because that's a whole child. And regardless of what the child did, they are a fucking child. So therefore, you're not right for that. You're definitely not right on this situation. But we're going to go ahead and get into what London on the Track had to say about it. So let me take this overlay off so we can go ahead and get into it, y'all. So here we go. So this is a Shade Room exclusive, y'all. So it says that London on the Track speaks out following allegations made by the mother of his child that his other son engaged in inappropriate behavior with their daughter. So this is what London on the Track said on Twitter. A lot of y'all take shit as jokes and be entertained, but I ain't taking none of this shit lightly. Constantly making false accusations and playing the blog and internet games to try to tarnish my name and anyone associated with me, not to involve minors, is below temperature. This ain't a blog headline. This is my little one. My kid's safety is my number one priority. I've been doing my best as a father, juggling my career and making sure that my kids stay at the core of my life. To my little one, being scripted to entertain such horrible accusations is a lowbrow. To someone who got 3 kids and the other 2 not in her care, that alone concerns me. I love my little one and I'm going to do whatever it takes to protect and keep her safe 24/7 with me. I wish y'all blogs would stop encouraging foolishness and any erratic behaviors for clickbait. I hope everyone can take accountability and stop supporting storylines that are exploiting children. Now y'all carry on. That's what London on the Track had to say. And to be quite honest, I see nothing wrong with what he said. Absolutely nothing wrong with what he said. Because I agree with every solitary word that he said in regards to this situation. I believe I agree with it, because even when I first reported on the shit, I thought it was ridiculous that was even going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was just like, girl, why are you sitting up here online talking about a child? And if the child did, act inappropriately with your child, okay, I understand why you would be mortified, or I understand why you would be upset. But the fact of the matter, and the truth is the truth, that's still a fucking child. So there's no reason for you to keep doing the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you sitting online doing the fool, trying to shame a damn child. You feel what I'm saying? It's a child. That's not something you put on blast. It's just not something that you put on blast, and you know that it's fucked up. You know you wrong for that, and you putting it out there in the blogs, and you're damaging this child. You know what I mean? You're damaging this child. That's something that you handle in-house. You don't put that shit on social media and embarrass a motherfucking child. That, like, it's not respectable. I don't respect it at all. You don't do no bullshit like that. You just don't. You don't do no bullshit like that, period. It's not right. So I'm glad he finally did speak out, and he said what the fuck he had to say. And I agree with every goddamn word. So shout out to London on the track for saying what the fuck he said. And that's just that on there. We're going to move on to the next story. And we still got more to come with these two. I told y'all it was more shit to come with this fucking story. I told y'all. Y'all gonna listen to me now. I told y'all it was going to be more coming with this story. Now, apparently, this same woman who claims that Rocky was messing with her, she done came out with some alleged cash out payments and everything, child. That's what she done came out with. She really landed on thick. First, she said her page was hacked. Now she's saying that she really was with Rocky. Child, let's go ahead and get into this story. Let me take this overlay off. So this is from the Neighborhood Talk now. What you see on screen is her with her pregnant belly. She got a collage of the text messages that she got with him, and also she got the cash app payments from him and shit. You know what I mean? So hopefully you can see it better. Those are all the cash apps. 1,000 here, 500 here, 500 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 there. You know, that's Rocky telling her that he loved him, and that he loved her. And, you know, he said, in the long run, we will be happy. We will forever be connected because of our child. It's a whole lot with that. And then there's more text messages. Baby, you good? They giving you a copy of the ultrasound. What's happening now? Blah, 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 blah. So that's the case. Unwound LaTocha K commented and said, she dropped everything I said she photoshopped, all except pictures and live videos and stuff like that. And then, you know, there were people who basically said that she's only saying that Tasha K is only trying to shame this woman because she didn't want to do an interview with her. That's what these people are saying. Now, here's my thing about the situation. Here is my thing about it. Let me go back on camera. My thing about this is, girl, no matter what my opinions may be on LaTocha, you look completely ridiculous. You made yourself out to be a fool. Because one minute you say you fucking a man, and then the next minute you say, well, that's not true. I'm not screwing him. I'm not doing nothing with him. I don't know where that came from. Like, you got to make up your mind about what you're doing and what you want to do. Either you want to be his mistress that's pregnant by him, or you don't, because you said that you were. Then you turn around and say, oh, I was hacked. I was hacked. Then you turn around and say, well, I was manipulated into saying that I was hacked. You got to pick your poison. Which one is it? Was you fucking him, or were you not? Inquiring minds want to know if that's what you were doing. Either way, you wrong. Either way, he's wrong. I do feel like a lot of the blame is mainly going on this woman. She's not innocent, but neither is fucking Rocky. But she knew him. She knew he was with LaTocha. He'd been with LaTocha for years now. But at this point, we all got opinions on it, and we don't even know if this shit really facts. Like, we don't even know if she's screenshotting this shit, because she's already made herself to be unreliable from the very beginning. From the moment she said, Oh, well, I'm not really sure about that. I was hacked. Now you were hacked. But at first, your ass was sitting up here like, yes, that's my nigga. I was pregnant by him. I got an ultrasound. I got this. I got that. I'm Miss Independent. I'm this. But now you was manipulated, and now you're showing cash apps. You need to tell the truth. Which one is it? Because if you don't want to do no interview with Tasha K, do one with me. I want to know the tea. Are you really telling the truth? Are you really telling the truth? That's all I'm saying. And then, of course, you got these people, these trolls talking about she's a liar and y'all are just eating it up. We're not eating up shit. The shit is up for discussion. If you don't like it, you don't have to look at it. It's all over the blogs. We're bloggers. We're content creators. We're going to talk about it. It's up for discussion. Once it's in the blogs, it's up for discussion. So whether you like LaTocha or not, we're here to talk about it and give our commentary on it because that's what the fuck we do. I'm a commentator. I'm a content creator. That's what I do. So it is what it is. So we don't know if this woman telling the truth or not, but it's given, I ain't telling the truth. That's what it's giving for me. It's giving, I ain't telling the truth. So we're going to move on to the very last story, child. And this is the story with Gabrielle Union and fucking Lil Boosie. Baby, I am tickled, okay? So apparently Gabrielle Union shaded the hell out of Lil Boosie, okay? And Lil Boosie responded. So this is what Gabrielle Union had to say about Lil Boosie. Here we go. Let me take this out.
Yeah, this is why I love Gabrielle.
So far, so good. Sorry, Boosie.
He's so preoccupied.
Yeah, he is.
It's almost like, now don't protest too much, little booze. I'm looking at a lot of different I mean, it's like that out there. It's like Zaya and Lil Nas X living this game. Really? Like, what? Sir. Something you want to just go ahead and tell us. This is a safe space.
No, for real.
It should be your sanctuary.
Perhaps that safe space was not provided for him. And
I don't think he had a safe space.
He did not have one. We could definitely tell.
Okay, so that is what Gabrielle Union had to say, which I feel like it was a complete key. It was motherfucking hilarious, and I don't care what nobody got to say about it. It was funny. Okay, it was funny, but you got the people in the comments, you got the ignorant people in the comments basically saying, now when Lil Boosie see this, when Lil Boosie see this, as if somebody gives a fuck about what Lil Boosie gonna say when he sees it, when he said plenty of things about her family. So apparently this got around, of course, and it got back to Boosie, and he responded to Gabrielle's interview, child. So this is what he had to say on Twitter. Of course, he took it to the damn Twitter page, child. Let me take this overlay out. He took it to Twitter. So this is what he said on Twitter. Let's get into it. So Boosie responded to Gabrielle Union, basically saying, let's get into it. LOL, the whole world know I love women, and the whole world know your husband love dick. Hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple. They don't. I had refused to talk about y'all in interviews, and here you go. Go bang him with that dick and wait on the script, you little white girl. And so there was some folk, Messy Mouse said he thought he ate that. He never denied the obsession with dick, though. Strong and wrong. Let her collect her checks. So it seems like there's a lot of people that was on Gabrielle's side on this particular post, because I seen, but it was, mainly the homophobic hypocrites is on Twitter, child. That's what most of them mean. But I ain't mad at Gabrielle Union for speaking out on behalf of her family, because Boosie been talking about Zaya Wade for the longest time. Always got something to say. Always speaking his mind on something that ain't got a goddamn thing to do with him. When no one should take your opinion seriously when you're sitting up here hiring women to give your son and your nephews fellatio because you scared that they're going to be gay. That should tell you something about a person. You will go through all those lengths to traumatize your own children and your own nephews and shit because of something that you're afraid of. That's really homophobic, because when you call people homophobic, they say, but when you trying to call me homophobic, that means y'all trying to say I'm scared of gay folks. I ain't scared of nothing gay. Boosie is the prime example of homophobia. He's afraid. He's scared. He's scared, y'all. He is scared and out of his fucking mind. He's scared. He's scared of what this shit gonna turn into. He's scared. He's scared, y'all. He's scared. And it's okay to be scared. It's really okay. But stop trying to be a damn bitch. What she said ain't nothing new. We all saying that about you, honey. All you do is talk about gay folks. The same way you set up and you talked about Lil Nas X for a whole year straight. Then told him to drop dead when he was trolling your ass. He went for months without talking about you. And when he finally said something back to you, then you want to get mad. You are a bully. And I'm going to need for you to shut the fuck up. All you do is talk about gay shit. And then the only people that rise for you are the people that's on that same ignorant ass mentality that you own. Stupid. Give me a song that's bigger than the South. Because don't nobody give a fuck about you. You sit up on DJ Vlad giving these pointless ass interviews every other week that don't nobody care about. You say shit just to go viral. Because ain't nobody buying your music. So, child, listen. Kudos to Gabrielle Union for standing up for her family and doing what any woman would have done for her family. I don't care what none of you hoes got to say about it. She ain't do nothing wrong. So, with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scott by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video, you guys. And also, be sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy Scott by Nature is out of here. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tremel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B. It's got a little bit of pop. It's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tremel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.